Your referee in charge of this action is Dave Jobin.
Dave Jobin will oversee the action between DeLanoit and Eric Daigle alongside Ed Short Fuse Herman. I'm Matt Kelly. VFC 43 on Fox 42. And Ed, this could be a good scrap.
Yeah, two supreme athletes with this guy's gymnast background and the wrestling background with DeLanoit.
Matt DeLanoit, 23 of his 24 victories have been first-round finishes, predicting that Eric Daigle will not get out of the first round here, and we'll see what happens as the middle school teacher, Daigle, looking to do something that not many people have been able to do against DeLanoit.
Yeah, we'll see what happens with DeLanoit's conditioning if it does go past the first round.
And DeLanoit has never been down to 155 before, never fighting at that weight anyways, Ed, and so Matt DeLanoit, a big weight cut to get down to 55. Eric Daigle said that his weight cut was the easiest that he's ever had. And DeLanoit just with some heavy hands.
Nice. Good clinch work there. Daigle's pretty impressive. He's a big 55er.
One of the things that one of his coaches, Matt Bentley, was telling me, Eric Daigle's coaches, that is, from Mick Doyle's and Team Doyle, is that his gymnastics background, he's got some really good hips. He's able to do some things that a lot of people just aren't able to do just because of his background. And Matt DeLanoit just continues to land some shots.
Nice T kick. He's throwing that jab and really landing it. Again. Nice T kicks to the belly.
And not only is he throwing these things, Ed, but almost everything that Matt DeLanoit is throwing is landing, whether it be kicks or punches or whatever. And Daigle's taking them, though.
Yeah, DeLanoit needs to start moving a little bit and coming in on different tracks. He's walking right into Daigle's jab.
And that's kind of the book on DeLanoit, which, again, Daigle's coaches were saying that, they know that Matt DeLanoit is basically going to come straight at you. So if they can work some angles on him, they feel like they might have an opportunity to do something.
Oh, nice T kick again. He's really finding a home for that.
Is that something that's underutilized, Ed, in your mind? I mean, is that front kick, those kind of kicks like that?
Definitely. You're starting to see it more and more in the high competition.
Is that something you just have to be really comfortable with, though, or is that something that you can, kind of? What kind of guys can kind of take to that, kind of attack?
Really anybody can. It's a nice kick. It's kind of like a jab. You're throwing it right up the middle, kind of sizing the guy and finding the range.
It's basically an extension of your arm, right? I mean, it just, if you have an 80, 60, 70-inch reach, I mean, it gives you another 5, 6, 7 inches.
Yep. You can land those kicks so when they're out of punching range, that's for sure.
Daigle's coach is saying that his gymnastics background also allowed him to kind of take to wrestling pretty quick and learn wrestling.
Yeah, his wrestling defense looks good. I mean, again, you have to be a great athlete. Wow, big right hand lands. I think he might be hurt a little bit. Oh, again.
Final minute and 30 here of round number 1 of this 155-pound pro matchup between Matt DeLanoit in the Animal Instinct red, white, and blue trunks and Eric Daigle in the gray and black trim.
Yeah, great crowd tonight here in Omaha too. They really get into it out here. I love it.
Yeah, we've been over at the Ralston Arena now for 4 or 5 events, and it's just it's been a great crowds have been out. This one, another one here tonight. Still have a couple of good fights to go that will not be on the broadcast, but you'll be joining me for those. We have Alonzo Martinez making his return to the victory cage. And then our main event with Josh the Dennis Neer and Travis Boyle. So Matt DeLanoit trying to make something happen there in the final 35, 40 seconds. And Daigle drops a left hand.
Scored that takedown, but Daigle got right to his feet. Very impressive.
Well, if it's just based on strikes landing here in round number one, I think you'd have to give everything to DeLanoit. But Daigle does not really look phased at all. He might have gotten, hurt a little bit on one of those kicks. But other than that, Daigle's standing right in there as we're under 10 seconds to go here in round number one. And we have come to the end of round number one between Matt DeLanoit and Eric Daigle. Dave Jobin starts round number two between DeLanoit and Daigle.
Yeah, it's a big difference. 5 minutes is a lot longer than 3.
Oh, Matt DeLanoit starting off here in round number two like he did in one, and that's landing
big
front
miss.
kick. Daigle looks to be in pretty good shape.
Yeah, I'm impressed with both these guys. Oh, nice left hook coming out now with that jab.
Front kick from Daigle. Daigle does train with Mick Doyle, a renowned kickboxing coach. So no stranger to the kickboxing game as Daigle.
Oh, nice combination there. DeLanoit's experience is really starting to show a little bit here. He's nice and calm, continues to score with that jab.
Flying knee attempt from Daigle as he tries the flying Muay Thai clinch to a knee and does not necessarily land it.
I'd like to see Daigle come forward and attack and get a little more aggressive. Even if it's straightforward, he needs to attack.
So Andy, you've been in a situation before where, you go to your corner after round one knowing that obviously you've lost a round like that. Is this something where sometimes you can press too much, though, coming out in a second round, or is Daigle in that position where you think he really does need to push the pace?
He needs to change the pace of the fight and kind of make something different happen because he's not winning doing what he's doing. If he continues to do this, he's not going to win. He needs to make something happen. You got to take a risk.
And that said, I've seen enough fights where a lot of times, even if that's something that you want to do, sometimes your opponent just doesn't allow that, and that's, I think, kind of what we're seeing here with DeLanoit is he's pretty much imposing his will here on Eric Daigle.
Yeah, he's doing a good job of moving, counter-striking, and really shutting Daigle down.
That was the best strike tonight from Eric Daigle. The Superman punch did land on Matt DeLanoit's face, but
I can't tell if those punches are hurting him or knocking him off balance.
In terms of DeLanoit's to Daigle, you mean?
Yeah,
yeah.
Daigle keeps moving. I can't tell if he's hurt, off balance, or a little both. Oh, again. Nice 3-2 combo.
Well, there's no doubt here that neither one of these guys seem to have a real huge desire to take this to the ground.
No, I may have been mistaken with Daigle's wrestling background, but they're both stand-up guys so far. It looks like haven't seen too much ground action. That could make the difference in the fight, though. We'll see what happens when they get down there, if they do.
And this is something where Daigle, he's going to have to do more than pin DeLanoit up against the fence. He's going to have to, maybe try to get it to the ground, try for a submission, or obviously, try to connect on some strikes. But Matt DeLanoit with the underhooks of Eric Daigle.
He just needs to change it up, and if he can control that clinch, he can change it up and make something happen. But they're back out in the center where DeLanoit wants to be, letting that teak and that hook go.
Coming up on the final 60 seconds of round number 2 of 3 here at Victory Fighting Championship 43. And Dave Jobin's going to stop the action for a moment as Daigle takes one to the groin.
Yeah, unfortunately, you see that quite a bit in this sport. It happens, though, with so many tools. You throw in so many different strikes, it accidentally happens sometimes.
What's the biggest what's the biggest thing that happens on when somebody's trying to get an inside leg kick a little bit?
Yes, sir. Inside leg kick probably is one of the big fouls there. Nice outside leg kick by Daigle.
A right from DeLanoit, a left kick to the midsection of DeLanoit from Daigle. And we're into the final 40 seconds here of round number 2. Eric Daigle not going away by any means. Although, if you're just going on the scoring, Matt DeLanoit definitely won round number 1, and you would have to think that the judges would probably see it DeLanoit's way here in round number 2 as well.
Yeah, unless Daigle can pull something off here, maybe get a takedown or land a couple big shots. Ooh, that was close. But hey, he's made it out of the first round, right? Not too many guys have done that with this guy.
Absolutely. At least not anybody that Matt's beaten. So, huge uppercut try from Matt DeLanoit. Daigle connects with the right.
Big right.
Final 3, 2, and we have come to the end of round number 2 between Eric Daigle and Matt DeLanoit. And Ed Shortfuse Herman joining me here cage side for Victory Fighting Championship 43 as we get set for the 3rd and final round of this 155-pound professional match between Matt DeLanoit in the red, white, and blue Animal Instinct shorts and Eric Daigle in the gray with the black trim. And DeLanoit on the attack from the get-go again. A front kick from Daigle.
Yep, this is a great fight. Real crowd pleaser. Guys standing up, letting their hands go, moving well. 2 athletic guys. Left hook.
I'll tell you what. I mean, we obviously have seen the strikes and the kicks from DeLanoit, move Daigle back and that kind of stuff, but he's not bleeding really, and he does appear to still be staying right in the pocket. He's not shying away at all.
Yeah, he's right in this fight. It's a close fight, DeLanoit's doing enough to win, but Daigle's right there.
Is that something, Ed, for somebody, say like a Matt DeLanoit, who 23 of his 24 wins have come in the first round? Is that something where can that get into your head if you let a guy get into the 2nd round and now the 3rd round?
Maybe. I think it could more be a conditioning thing. He's not used to going 3 rounds. He's already looking up at the clock, so he's starting to get tired. He's starting to slow down a little bit.
And how much could that be also the drop to 55 as well? Because he's fought, at 70, he's fought at 85.
Yeah, he's a big kid. I thought he was a middleweight when I saw him earlier. That can definitely affect you.
Eric Daigle looked for the spinning back fist and decided against it. Final 3:15 here. This VFC 43 matchup between Matt DeLanoit and Eric Daigle.
Daigle needs to make something happen. He's got to take a risk.
Matt DeLanoit with 36 professional fights. Eric Daigle with 3. This is his 4th. So in terms of experience, obviously it goes the way of Matt DeLanoit, but Eric Daigle is a very game opponent.
Yeah, you bet he is at 3-0. You got to give him credit for stepping in against a vet like DeLanoit and giving him everything he wants.
DeLanoit does keep looking up at the clock quite often.
Yeah,
is that if you're a fighter and you're fighting a guy and he's doing that, is that an indication that they're tired, or they're
either tired or they're maybe trying to stall out the round? Some guys win that first round, they coast in the 3rd. I hate to see that. Oh, drops him with a big right.
But right back up comes Daigle.
Yeah, Daigle pops right back up. Tough kid.
Final 2 minutes here between Daigle and DeLanoit. The crowd getting louder. Both hometown guys. So we don't have a real hometown versus visitor guy here. We've got a lot of fans for both of these guys inside the cage here tonight.
Yeah, that wasn't the case for us. We're the out-of-towners this time, so we didn't get too much love.
Ed, are you a guy, in the UFC it's probably a little bit different because you guys are fighting all over the world, not just a region or the United States, but Are you a guy that likes to fight on the road, or would you prefer to, fight at home?
I like to fight on the road, actually. I get more pressure, I feel like, when I'm fighting at home for some reason. I don't know why, but I prefer to fight away from home for sure.
Final 60 seconds coming up here.
DeLanoit, he keeps peeking up at that clock.
Both land there. Daigle with a kick, DeLanoit with a fist. And the fans here at the Ralston Arena getting excited.
Daigle's got to make something happen here. He's got a little bit of time, 38 seconds.
Daigle. DeLanoit's corner yelling at him to go. John Hansen and Kurt Padani. The kick from Daigle. Final 15 seconds here from the Ralston Arena. VFC 43 live on Fox 42.
All right, here comes the crowd for the last 10 seconds. Hopefully these guys give them something to cheer for. Here we go.
And that will do it. Matt DeLanoit, Eric Daigle going the distance. 15 minutes
Great
between these two guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, we go to the judges' score. Judge Rundgren scores this contest 29-28. Judge Galoon scores this contest 29-28. And Judge Graybill scores this contest 29-28. Declaring your winner by unanimous decision, fighting out of the Werner Cycle Works blue corner, Matt DeLanoit.
Matt DeLanoit, the victor over Eric Daigle here tonight. DeLanoit with his 25th professional victory. We'll be back right after this. This is VFC 43 on Fox 42.